Good morning, everyone. Would you join me in the pledge? Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Dear God, thank you for this beautiful day and the beautiful weather. Lord, I just pray for each and every one of our county employees as they start their work week. I just pray that you give us knowledge to do the county business. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. Make a motion to approve the minutes as written.
Second that motion.
Been moved and seconded. Any further discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Commissioners, can you make sure your mics are on, please?
Make a motion we approve the claims in the amount of $598,856.31.
I'll second that motion.
Been moved and seconded. Any further discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Do we have any adds and deletes today? Does anyone have any changes to the agenda?
I do.
Go ahead.
The treasurer sent her interest report and I put it in your share drive. She is not going to come and be present unless you'd like to request her to be here. If you have any questions.
We'll be fine.
I'm fine.
We're okay.
Health department is unable to come due to sickness. She asked if she could be moved to next week.
Okay.
May 12th?
That's correct.
I'm fine with that.
That'll work for me.
I'm good with it.
I would like to request a 10-minute executive session for financial affairs. That's going to be 75-4319 B4.
Okay.
As it pertains to the budget.
10 minutes, just three of us and you? Okay. Anything else?
You have anything?
That's it
it
for me.
you? For me, just non-elected personnel job descriptions, 75-4319, 15 minutes with commissioners Danielle and Jesse.
15 minutes.
Okay. I got it.
Everything?
I'll make a motion that we approve the agenda as corrected.
I'll second it. It's been moved and seconded. Any further discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Okay. Someone want to read the interest report?
I
I
can.
can't right now because I don't have internet, so.
Interest report for quarter ending of March of 25. First quarter interest of $16,057.90 on the now account. CDs totaling $325,563.20. And we continue to be trending up as compared to last year for the first quarter.
Okay. AMR?
Morning, Dawn Brooks with AMR. I've got a short report for May 1st through 4th. Just four calls during that time, so this will be short. Lacine had 1 call, 0 transports. Mound City had 3 calls, 3 transports, and that's all the calls we've had so far in May.
Quiet week.
Quiet weekend, knock on wood.
Yep.
Thank you.
Thank you, Don.
Randy?
Good morning, Commissioners. Randy Hagwell, Linn County Rural Fire and Emergency Management. Weekly call totals was 4 for the week. Brings our yearly total up to 259. That's all I have for you guys this week, unless there's something else you have questions about.
I don't have anything.
I don't have anything except for the fire department and the mutual aid agreements. Can you come back in and present to all commissioners next week on that? Like status?
Okay. The only one that I can tell you right now, the only one we have out currently is with Pleasanton. The city council is going through the situation with their fire department right now, pending their findings or their decisions, then we'll move forward with mutual aid agreement with them. With that one kind of getting closer to closing out, then I'll approach the Linn Valley and Lacines and get those hammered out this spring. So I know Dan up at Lacine's been wanting one, so
Yeah.
I'll get that moving forward on those next two, and that'll be it for the.
Well, I just meant like if Pleasanton decides that they're meeting Monday, we need to come back in and have a discussion about what that means for the
Yeah.
commission, like
Oh.
moving forward. If we're
Yeah,
taking-
so that actually you may want to put out 2 weeks because
Yeah.
your next meeting's next Monday night, so really wouldn't have anything
you
to
want to
do.
do, what would that be, May 19th?
Yeah,
Just,
that'd be the.
I just
soonest
want it
one.
on the radar
So-
to talk about it.
So do you think it would be, I think it would be good if you were giving us what ramifications of everything that they're considering at this point.
The Pleasanton,
Yes,
so what they're talking about is disbanding their fire department.
correct.
What that would affect the county fire department the city council would then come to you guys and request that Pleasanton would be absorbed into the fire district. If that would happen, then everything that's inside the city limits, that's in their fire district, would then start seeing a fire protection fee, just like everybody outside the city limits paid now. So anybody that's in the fire district 1 is paying a fire protection tax on their property taxes for that. Right now, city of Pleasanton citizens, business owners are not paying that. So that would be the major change, would be they would come request that absorption into the fire district, and then starting January 1st, then they would get a fire protection tax on their houses and businesses. If not, we submitted a mutual aid agreement to them. Mutual aid agreement consists of, hey, if you need us, call us. That was a working document handed to them where they could go through it and say, hey, we like this, we don't like this, we want to add this, and bring it back to you. They have not submitted that back to me to bring to you guys saying, hey, we want this, we don't want this. And so that working document is still sitting in their court as they go through this discussion with their fire department. So
And what will that be doing to our budget
that would actually,
if we were to absorb their fire department?
so it would do 2 things. It would be revenue coming into our fire department. Right now, most of the calls inside the city limits, we're catching with our personnel and we're paying our personnel to go to it. So we'd have that revenue coming in from those taxes. But what that could actually do is the fire department is setting at 1.65 mils is their mill levy. If you, not exact numbers, it's around 630,000 is our budget. So if, for example, if that brought in 50,000 to our fire budget and we're still sitting at 630, then we could actually, it could drop our mill levy for the fire department. So that increased revenue could decrease our mill levy because that revenue coming in.
You don't see a need to add added equipment or anything of that nature?
No, that our station's sitting right now in Pleasanton. We have the 2 engines. We have a pumper tender and an engine, and we have 22 personnel. The only thing that I could see changing for that location is me coming and asking you on that station if we could increase our roster spots from 22 to 25 or something like that, just to get us some more personnel.
Okay.
But as far as budget,
So minimal changes on
Yeah.
our end.
but just because for the last couple of years, we have been kind of supporting financially that fire suppression in that town. So like I said, it could drop our mill levy. It would be an increase in revenue, but it could drop our mill levy. So even the citizens in Pleasanton, it's at 1.65 now, but it could go down to 1.5 or something. And I couldn't tell you what the projected increase coming in from that area would be. So
Right. Okay.
did that kind of answer what? That's the major things I could see that would affect it.
So I have some other questions. I think that we need to talk about it further, but with the agreement that was in place prior to the mutual aid or the agreement that we proposed that we didn't accept, can I see that? Do you guys have that?
The prior agreement, the automatic aid agreement.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can send that to you. We have that.
Okay.
And
You
it should
guys
be
are
on short.
familiar with what that said? The automatic aid agreement?
That we will back them up.
Mm-hmm. I just haven't seen that, so
Okay.
I would like to see that.
Yeah, the automatic aid was, if they got paged, our station in Pleasanton just automatically got paged, no questions asked, anything like that.
There was just a large packet that was presented at the Pleasanton City Council meeting that I was just not aware of a lot of the things that the commission said. And I kept hearing at the meeting, the commission said this or the commission did this, and I have no idea
Okay.
what they were talking about. The commission I've been a part of had nothing to do with what was being said. So I just would like to see what was done prior and understand it fully before, because they're asking me things personally and I'm just taking it all in. Moving forward, we all need to be on the same page. Also, the cost sheet that you presented to the council, can we go over that as the commission to make sure that we're all in agreement of what we're charging, or is that just something that the
So
fire department came up
all
with?
that was they asked for, the city council had
Mhm.
asked, the mayor had asked for bills of things that we'd responded to.
Okay.
And so all I took was the labor we actually paid out for those calls. And then our truck usage based off of FEMA rates, which is standard.
Okay.
Anytime we would do anything that we would charge for, whether it was at a rack or anything like that, we always just use FEMA rates. And so that's where those numbers come up from.
So you just gave them a bill of what you'd actually did for the last year if you.
Well,
Oh, they gave a proposal of what we would be charging if we went with the mutual aid, I thought.
no, all it was bills of incidents that we responded to that their fire department failed to respond to. So it was just
But one was 8,000 and one was,
yeah,
so
there were,
we billed them $8,000.
no, these were,
That's
if
what
if we were going to bill them, an incident like that would
Yes.
cost this much. They were just estimates. They
There were
weren't bills.
estimates.
Right. Not actual bills. We haven't actually billed them
Right.
anything.
No, they just wanted,
We've been taking care of their fire.
yeah, they just wanted an estimate on, because at one time they were like, hey, what if we just stay this way and you bill us anytime you come into the city? And so that's why they asked for these estimates on what it cost us to respond to fires.
So that they could kind of see their options. I get it.
So, and I can send those out. I can put together a packet and send those guys
Be
those
fine.
estimates out to you. But they were just estimates. They were not actual bills. So,
Okay.
Anybody got anything else?
Nope.
thank you.
Thanks, Randy.
Thanks.
I've got the sheriff's report up if you'd like it.
Good.
Sheriff's report for May 5th, 2025. Total prisoners of 48, 13 releases this past week. Total prisoners in of 47, farmed out 1 for a competency evaluation. Total farmed in of 33. 911 calls of 73. Jail contacts of 3,793. Total calls for service of 621. Civil service papers served of 13, VIN inspections 2, new cases opened 31, Cases closed 7, vehicle crashes 4, SRO activities 105, bailiff contacts 117 with 41 resulting in calls for service and 5 livestock out.
Okay. Is Chastity here?
Not in here right now.
Somebody knows.
I think she's here about 15 minutes early though, so.
Morning. Did I have something to report today?
Well, you're just on here, so.
Oh, not supposed to be.
Oh, I thought you said first week of the month.
May 12th. May 12th.
Oh, okay.
Yep, everything I have will come May 12th for you.
Okay.
Sorry.
Thank you, Chastity.
Thank you. Jesse?
Morning, Commissioners. Got a few things to go over this morning. First thing I'd like to go over is our landfill and what we have going on out there. The surveyors are going to be out there today setting out grade stakes and how much room we have left to fill with the existing ground that we have to finish filling. What this is an overview of the cells that we have
Yep.
and how much we can fill in each spot all the way through here. Once we get up on the top end, there's not as much, a foot, 2 foot that we can just stretch out. But it's mainly over on this side where we can continue to fill with our trash coming in. They're going to go through and put the grade stakes in, but then they're going to put perimeter stakes in also all the way around. So we're now where the edge of the cell is going to be, how far we can go out in that area, just so you're aware that we're not running out of room. There's still room there, but it's just going to be where we're stretching it across it instead of just piling up one spot at a time going through there.
Not like we're out of room yet then.
Correct. Yep. Yeah.
Okay, that's
So-
good.
So we're in good shape there. We still have room to keep putting trash in.
And that's our construction debris.
Correct. Yep. They did send a letter out, Terracon did, that I would like to turn this into KDHE. It goes over our cell expansion for the vertical expansion that's been going on. If you're okay with that, I'd like to get that turned into KDHE, get that moving forward so we can finish getting the rest of that taken care of.
Okay, and that's what's going to buy us more time.
Correct. It'll buy us more
So
time.
the vertical expansion will be able to raise these cells that we have.
It'll
on
be
the
able to
current
raise this,
landfill.
the center part of those cells, instead of going clear to the edge, will be inside more, and we'll be able to raise that up so we can have more time in there. We'd also like to go and look for the future spot out towards the east of the landfill. Go out there and see what we can do to expand our landfill out there so we don't have to create another access point going into the west behind Wes's Recycling. We just keep everything on the east and go through there. We got to do a couple of water studies where we've got that open pit
Right.
to go through there.
Keep everything on the east side of the road.
Yep, that way we've just got one entrance point, people going in and out on one spot, and the scales are there. So if you're okay with that, we'd like to go forward with that and get that turned in and get that going with KDHE.
I'm in favor of that.
I'm good with it.
Okay, on that. Then we have that dumping assistance, the CD 25005 that we had discussed a few weeks ago about doing that. Wondering if you're okay to go ahead and sign that so we can get that one done. And then I would like to wait until the surveyors are done to see where everything's at out there. They're going to set us some benchmarks. We can actually go out there with a transit, set it up and be able to shoot the landfill and see where we can continue to fill out there. So if you're okay, I'd like to get this one going and get it.
Where's that one again? What-
This one is in Blue Mound.
Just tearing my house or whatever.
Yeah, I think that's all it was. I'll make a motion, approve this application CD 25-005 for no dumping fees for the address of 210 South 3rd Street, Blue Mound, Kansas. Joanne and Polly Yates.
I'll second that motion.
It's been moved and seconded. Any further discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Just the codes officer has to sign this, or?
Yeah, yep.
Okay.
Thank you. Also from Terracon, dealing with the landfill also, is a change order invoice that we have for $5,742.50. And this goes through with the vertical expansion, dealing with putting a berm around the landfill and also a drainage ditch. And to go through with the grade staking on it.
How much have we paid them so far? Do you know?
Don't. I know Chastity and I had discussed that the other day of how much we've already paid them,
It's
but
coming out of ARPA
I can't
funds?
tell you.
Or no?
That's what we had set up, was so that stuff for this could come out of ARPA funds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm fine with it. Are you, Jason?
I think it needs to keep moving forward. Otherwise, we're gonna get ourselves in trouble
All right,
over
I'll make
there.
a motion that we approve the change order form for the $5,742.50 for drainage. Sorry, what did you say? Berm?
It's for
drainage,
burnage,
and
the
staking
berm, the drainage, and for the vertical expansion.
and vertical expansion.
Yep.
I'll second that motion.
Moved and seconded. Any further discussion? All in favor, say aye.
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 Okay, the 1095 project that they'd been working on.
High-risk rural roads.
Yes. So there's 3 forms that need to be signed and sent back in. 2 of those forms I can sign and send back in, and there's no cost with it. It's just saying that no right-of-way was purchased, utilities are clear, going through that section of road. There is another form that needs to be signed that I cannot sign unless I take a 20-minute tutorial video on purchasing right-of-way. If you're okay with that, I'd like to go through with that, get that taken care of, get those signed and sent back over to the engineering firm to continue forward. I've asked them for a total cost of what this is going to cost to do that section of road. They sent that back to me. I wanted to know what our portion of it was, how much of that we're going to pay for, and how much the state's going to pay for on that. And I will get you those costs next time we come in. But if I can go ahead and get those 3 forms signed and sent back into them, that'd be great.
Okay,
I don't have a problem with that.
I'm good with it.
Okay,
take your class.
next. What's that?
I said,
Take
take
your
your class.
Next, I have a assistance form here. It was dropped off by Roger Carbon. This is going to be over at the fairgrounds. He would like a couple of post holes dug to set a gate. We could use our sign truck with the post hole digger on it to do this. If you're okay with that, we can get a hold of Roger and go get this taken care of one day.
We've done things like that before for them, so
Sure have.
I'm good with it.
I'm fine with it.
So do we need to make a motion?
Sure.
on-
I'll make a motion that we allow the Public Works Department to assist Roger Carbon in, is it post holes
Yes.
at the fairgrounds?
I'll second that motion.
Moved and seconded. Any further discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Next, I have a burial permit. His burial permit number is BP 2025-04. This is for Bill Roth. They're going to be putting a 2-inch casing in with some poly line going through it. This is going to be over on Baskerville and 1700. We've been out and looked at this area, and it's clear of any conflict with the road department. And they've paid their fee and like to get that approved.
Is this a water?
A water line, yes.
Okay.
I'll make a motion that we approve BP 2025-04 for Bill Roth for address Baskerville and 1700 Road for a 2-inch water line.
I'll second it.
It's been moved and seconded. Any further discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. That mean that's coming off of the agenda table items?
What's that?
Or no? Baskerville coming off agenda?
No,
Darn it. Another.
that's a culvert.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, we have the bids for tearing down the building over here by the courthouse. I've gone through these, looked them over. I'd like to go with the JRK portable welding. They're going to take care of everything from start to finish, removing the debris, hauling the dirt in. Mayberry Excavation put on there to have the county haul the fill in for the foundation void. And I just think it's better if we just have a contract to do it all start to finish and leave my guys out working where they need to be.
What was the total of that bid?
The total of his is $19,500.
Need a motion?
Yep.
Yes.
Make a motion that we move forward with, is it
326 Chestnut.
JRK.
326 Chestnut with J.R. Kerr and portable welding for 19,500.
And that's start to finish, everything.
Start to finish. He'll take care of everything start to finish. The only thing that I'll be involved in is making sure the gas line gets cut off and the power gets
Are
cut
we
off.
waiving dumpy fees on that?
I think that was on there, wasn't it?
I do too.
I think it was on there.
Yeah,
It was.
So can we add that into the motion?
sure. With the county waiving dump fees. That's my motion.
I'll second it. It's been moved and seconded. Any further discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
The last thing that I have here, this is regarding, I've had a lot of phone calls on this. The People's Communication, their tower they're going to put in. I apparently was under some misunderstandings. The old regulation book that I went through for this tower states that any tower 75 feet or higher needs a CUP. Anything lower than 75 feet does not need one. And that is what I had discussed with Jennifer. I went through the new regulations. That is not in the verbiage in the new regulations on the height of the tower. So that's why I had told Jennifer that she did not need a CUP because they were going to make that tower less than 75 feet. So my understanding is we need to have a meeting or a motion or something to where we can get that verbiage added to the new regulations on the height of the tower on that, because there is no height restrictions stated in there in the new regulations in there.
So it was just missed.
It was just
When we
missed
were
and
updating.
brought over from one book to the other.
We need to bring it up to our attorney, don't we? See.
Have you talked to council about that?
I believe I have emailed Jacqueline. This last week's kind of a blur for me, so don't
Okay.
hold
I
me.
spoke with her about it as well, but I think we need to have a discussion about it. There are multiple things in the regulations that.
There are several things that didn't get
several
carried
things
over
have
that
not
needed to be
been
carried over.
And we still have them published on our website. It needs to come off if that's not our current regulations.
Okay.
Like, people are reading our website thinking that this is accurate information. We have to update it and take it off until it's updated. That's my personal opinion on that.
I think there are several things I think we need to bring up to our planning and zoning board also to go through this, because there's, regarding lot splits, rezoning, there's a few things in there that I found that we need to bring verbiage over from the old to the new.
Okay.
Are they continuing with the P&Z meeting next?
The only thing we have on the agenda is a lot split.
Okay.
And they needed to have some letters sent out to landowners around there. As far as I can tell, no letters have been sent out. So I need to get a hold of the chair of that board and let her know that I cannot find any evidence that letters were ever sent out due to that lot split. That's the only thing they had on their agenda. So if that was not done, then she said they would just go ahead and cancel that meeting for,
Cancel some of this.
So my
Cancel
opinion
this one.
on that, I think that we need to have our attorney present at that meeting. I think that we need to have someone there that's not a commissioner, that's giving us information of what's going on, what needs to happen. There are multiple things that haven't been finalized with the planning and zoning.
Okay. I'm okay with that.
And then she can report back to us. That's okay with you guys. I think it's needed.
I think that would,
I think it'd
Help.
help get us on the track of what's going on.
Yep.
Are you good with that?
yeah.
You want to reach out to her on Tuesday, or would you want to do that?
I'm going to go ahead and reach out to
Okay.
her and let her know. That way I can let her know about this lot split and what was done on
Make
it.
sure she's available.
okay.
Okay.
We're on hold on the tower until.
Yep, we're on hold on the tower till we get this figured out. Jennifer said she would fill out a CUP and continue moving forward that way, if needed. So they're not hard to work with. They've been pretty reasonable on everything going that
Can we
direction.
add that just a discussion on the planning and zoning meeting, and also how to update regulations at the
I think
planning and
that'd be really
zoning?
good to do that.
Let's add those two items to the agenda for Elizabeth.
Yep,
Okay.
that sounds good. Other than that, I don't have anything unless you have anything for me. Any questions?
I don't.
I don't think I have anything.
Okay.
Thank you, Jesse.
Jesse, you and I did talk about the bridge down there. What did?
Down here on the old military bridge. Okay, so Jim got a phone call. I got a phone call about the old military bridge down here. That bridge is in, yep, the one just north of
Okay.
town here.
Okay.
I understand it is a historical bridge. We do have a new on-call engineer. I would like to reach out to the on-call engineer to come look at that bridge to see what it's going to cost to either maintain that bridge or replace it. There is a fracture in the center pillar of that bridge. It's in need of some help all the way around. So I'd like to reach out to our on-call engineer and have them come look at that if you guys are okay with that.
I would be in favor of that.
I'm good with
I'm
it.
good with it.
Okay. I will take care of that and let you guys know what we come up with out there on that.
Sounds good.
Did you have the RFPs for the courthouse?
I thought we was on hold on that.
I don't know. It was on the agenda, so that's why I was asking.
I thought we put all the roof stuff on hold for a minute that we were going to apply for a grant
Nope.
or something of that nature. Or,
We
I
changed.
think that we've changed so many times, so it's not your problem. It's just a little confusion. So
Right.
moving forward, do we have the current RFP out for the courthouse roof?
Do we?
I don't know.
I have one bid in my office for the roof bid. The other ones that have reached out to me, I told them it was up in the air right now because I wasn't sure which direction everyone was going.
Okay.
Because
So,
I
so-
have someone as well, and so I need to give them the RFP if that's the case.
okay.
I need RFP.
Okay. I think we need the RFP sent out again to that list of people that were interested so we can
Okay.
get bids. That was,
Now-
so we're not going to be applying for
Right.
the grants and things in this cycle
Correct.
due to the changes
The
and time constraints,
time frame we was not going to this year as far as.
but we need to move forward with the roof.
Okay. Now, on the roof RFPs,
Okay.
are we replacing the whole roof? Are we fixing the roof? What do you want in that RFP?
Do you have the previous RFP?
I will find it.
Okay. That's what we
Can we
want.
do that first? But I thought we were going off of what the insurance claim was.
What the insurance claim was is to repair the roof.
Exactly. And that's what.
So if that's what we're doing, then that's what it'll go out as.
Okay.
I think that's what we're doing.
That's what we're doing.
Okay.
If we see more damage than what they actually have on there, we
Yeah.
can't go back to the insurance, right?
As long as
Correct.
we get it done here.
We'll have
Within, like, the next 6 months.
Were there any other buildings that needed to be looked at for RFPs with the insurance? Like any other roof claims that we filed for that hail damage?
I believe there was one other building. Maybe it was this building, the annex, perhaps.
Could
I
be.
can-
So
I can look
all
at
of,
the-
I feel like we need to get RFPs on every building that had the hail damage.
I agree. I agree.
Okay.
Okay.
So let's get with Danielle on all of the hail claims.
Sure, and I can send Jesse,
And then
I can
send
send the
Jesse.
commissioners as well, the entire insurance report.
And then we'll need RFPs to be provided for all of the claims.
Okay.
Just whatever the insurance did, not a full replacement. And if you can find the previous, email that back over to us, I guess. Or does it really matter? You just want to start over? Are we gonna have to go back to the newspaper again for all of them? So, so then if we're just starting over, let's just scratch the first one.
No, I think we need to be building off of it as long as it, so that we're not having to redo everything.
That's
You know, if we've got the file already in place, we just,
if it's easier, I guess. Find the old one.
We'll get it put together.
okay,
Posted again.
yes. Okay,
I don't have anything else.
Okay.
thank you, Jesse.
Thanks, Jesse. Have a good day.
You guys want to go into executive session for 10 minutes, Danielle?
I'm good to get that going if you are.
Make a motion, we go into executive session for financial affairs for the budget with Danielle and three commissioners for 10 minutes.
I'll second.
It's been moved and seconded. Any further discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
We'll return at 10:47.
Yep.
Oh, yeah. How much time do we have?
None.
None? I forgot to get that off. printer.
This is what was sent to me on the roofing stuff.
Oh, good. Yeah, I knew there were other buildings. Yeah, if you want to, that'd be fine.
There was no action from executive sessions. They adjourned the executive session for 15 minutes for non-elected personnel,
For job descriptions.
job descriptions.
Yeah, I'm
Good,
good.
okay. I'll make a motion, we go into executive session for 15 minutes for non-elected personnel with Danielle, Jesse, and 3 commissioners.
I'll second. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
With return at 10:03.
Yep.
I'll second.
Been moved and seconded. Any further discussion? All in favor, say aye.
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 Can you bring?
Oh. I did not. I do have it. It's at my office though. I'm so sorry.
Are you coming in on this or no?
Yeah, I was just gonna
Oh.
print this public works job description.
we start at 10:30, right?
Good.
Didn't need it after all.
No action from executive session. We'll open it up for public comment.
Russell Bath, City of Blue Mound. I just apologize. First off, I didn't get here before you guys had your discussion on the landfill. Had sent a request over for an individual for tipping fee waiver. Didn't know if you'd taken action on that.
We did.
Yeah, we did earlier.
Okay, so
We approved that.
it's approved then.
For a house in
Well-
town.
Yeah, for a garage, but yep, okay. That's all I needed. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Have a good day.
Good morning, Commissioners. Kevin Amer, Mound City. I was just kind of wondering an update on the attorney. I know we got one. I know it happened, but is she, what's the deal with it, with the terms? Is she like going to be here on camera or in the chair, or will she get paid, or is it by the hour, or this is not official yet?
It is official.
It is. I mean, I never heard. I'm sure he said it, but I asked the crowd and they weren't sure of it either. The details of it all. So
You could get with the clerk.
Yeah, you can definitely do a court request if you're wanting to know like the terms or what the contract looks like.
She won't be attending every meeting, but she will be here when we need her.
I just figured it would be
Yeah.
public announcement from you guys on that. Like,
It was our meeting on March 31st.
Okay.
Jason made the motion to hire Jacqueline Paletta as our counselor.
and the details of
Yes, the exact minutes say, Jason motioned to hire Jacqueline Pletta as county counselor on as-needed basis at a rate of $200 per hour with contract to be approved next week.
Good.
Good. I didn't hear it. Sorry.
Okay.
It's okay.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you, Kevin.
Anyone else? Closed public comment? You have anything else, Danielle?
I do not.
We'll have a big one next week.
Mhm.
Yeah. Anybody else have anything?
I don't.
I don't have anything.
Yeah. Make the motion, we adjourn.
I'll second it.
It's been moved and seconded. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Bye.
Aye.